Hello, welcome to the stream. I see we got a Nate dog up in here. How you doing, homie? It was just me for the moment. I think Brendan's on his way in. Carl is under the weather today, so no beautiful British accent. Home dude is coughing up his lungs right now. So, as you guys can see, we are not doing a road trip right now. Turns out they couldn't release the car from the docks until Monday, so tomorrow. So tomorrow we're having the car brought from the dock to the dealership that's nearby, and they're going to do an oil change and a coolant change and give it a look over, make sure it's roadworthy. And then on Wednesday, me and Carl are going to be flying down to Los Angeles, going to the DMV, crossing our fingers really hard and hoping that they'll actually do the thing that their website says they do, where I can get the one trip pass and drive the car back. And so if everything goes well, we'll be streaming again on Thursday on a special off-schedule stream. So that'll be fun, and that'll be the actual, if everything goes well, it'll be the road trip stream. I would love it if there was a way to get that one trip pass, like the one-way registration, in advance, like online. But I called them and they're like, no, you got to go in person. And then I was like, can you give me any details on what that looks like? And they were like, nope, just press this button on the website to get in line so that you don't have to wait in line as long. And that's all they could tell me. So hopefully the DMV that I'm going to, their website is really weird. It's designed for everything to be done online, and anything that's not doable online is kind of as difficult as can be. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna fly out on Wednesday. Worst case scenario, if the DMV is like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't drive the car home, then we'll have to take some videos of the car and do some engine noises, vroom vrooms off of it, and then pay somebody to haul it back to Utah. And then maybe if that happens, we'll hit up some game stores in Los Angeles. We'll see. We're going to be doing a stream either way, so that'll be fun. Today, I've got a fun little project that comes with a story. You guys want to see it? So we have this Hylian Hyrule Edition Switch Lite. It's really cool, shiny gold, right? And a customer brought this in because the digitizer had some scratches on it. They didn't want that. I think they were a reseller, so they wanted it to be in the best condition possible so they get the most money possible off of it. And my guys, when they brought it in, they didn't realize this, but these gold digitizers are really hard to get. They're sold out everywhere. Most places that say they have a gold digitizer, it's actually the wrong color anyway. As you can see, the digitizer that we ordered, it said gold on the listing. Look at that. It's yellow. It's gross. It's not even acceptable. And in the process of removing the old digitizer to get ready to put the new one on, we had a whoopsie, and the cable for it ripped. And so this gold digitizer, very hard to find, is toast. So we looked everywhere we could. We ordered gold digitizers from 3 different places. All 3 places reached out to us to say, hey, I'm sorry, I actually don't have those after all. Or they came in and they were brown. We had a series of unfortunate events. And so what we ended up doing is we decided to take care of the customer. We just bought them a brand new one, and we splurged for a completely unused one. We kept the box because they didn't have a box originally, but we gave them the brand new unused one and just charged them what we would have for the digitizer replacement. So they got more or less what they were already planning on getting for the price that they were planning on it. But the goal was for us to eventually find something to do with the dead one. And just like magic, one of the suppliers that reached out to tell us, hey, I don't have these after all, ends up they did have one. Eventually, they found one in their back room. So they sent it to us, and now I'm going to fix this guy, put it in the box, and we can sell it and make some of our money back from our whoopsie. So that'll be good. I see Steve in the chat. How's it going, buddy? He says he's waited 3 hours in the California DMV line. So they do a thing now where you can go online and you press a button to get in line virtually. Hopefully it'll tell you how long you are in line, because my goal would be to get in line and then when it's like 20 minutes wait, get an Uber to the DMV so that we're not like standing there in person for super duper long. But I guess we'll see how it works. I can't do anything without going there first, though. That's if I try to drive that car off the lot without any form of tags or plates or anything, definitely going to be pulled over and or impounded immediately. So it's going to be a bad time. So we've got, this guy's already got all the screws out. I just want to make sure that everything's good. But I'm going to go ahead and get started fixing this pretty boy up. And then that'll be good. But yeah, if you guys are just getting here, you didn't hear during the intro, we're doing a special stream on Thursday. Johnny Heartbreaker says, I'm glad I can pay you guys to do this for me. Wow. Just showed up. In the 80s and 90s, you just showed up as early as you wanted to and waited. Yeah, no, I remember long lines at the DMV, that's for sure. It's always a slow and painful process, but what do you do? I was hoping that there would be something I could do to like get the temporary pass that I need without having to go in person, but looks like that's a little bit of wishful thinking on my part. But yeah, special stream on Thursday. It's either going to be a road trip stream or a very depressing putting the car up on a trailer and waving goodbye to it stream. It's going to be one of those two. We'll find out. Nate says, every time I've had to go to the DMV, I brought a DS with me. He's working smarter, not harder. That's good thinking, bro. Johnny Heartbreaker says, thank God the beard is back. Dude, I've missed it. I'm so glad to have it back. It's very, very upsetting not having it. So we are working on the last bit of editing on our next retro game scene episode, and my beard has not fully grown back in that one because we filmed it a month or two ago. And so if you're interested in, again, seeing the horror that was Beardless Michael, you do still have the opportunity coming up. But everything from then on should be all beardy. We're doing a Japan trip in October, and I am not shaving my face again for this one. But instead, what I'm going to do, apparently the cultural norm in Japan, if you want to film somewhere, is not to show up and ask politely with, the best look you can. It's actually to email them in advance and get permission. So what I'm going to do is I've got a big long list of places that I want to visit, and we're going to email each and every one of them in the best Japanese that I can and tell them who we are and what we're doing, and then beg to be allowed to stream in their store. So that's the plan. Nate says, no beard Michael was a limited time skin drop, no longer available. Love it. And get this guy all cleaned up. I have a firm policy. Anytime a thermal compound is visible, I always clean it up right away, because if I'm like, I'll just be careful not to touch it, what happens is it always ends up, for some reason, all over my hand on this part and this part, and it just gets everywhere. I don't know why that particular part of my hand always finds its way into the thermal compound, but it does. So as a general rule, if I can see it, I clean it. Every time. No matter what. We got to put fresh stuff on there anyway, so we're going to clean it at some point. We might as well clean it before it makes a mess. Now, to do a digitizer on one of these, it is a full teardown. The entire Switch has to come down. We got to take every single piece off. But the first thing I want to do is grab some tweezers and unplug the battery. Because I never, ever want anything going arky-sparky and letting the smoke out. That's a bad time. There we go. Battery's unplugged. And let's go ahead and remove a couple of these ribbons. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this October. Another big Japan trip lined up. And my goal is to do one every year. So fingers crossed. You guys responded really well to the last one. Everybody seemed really jazzed about it. Got a lot of viewers, and people swarmed us to buy all the stuff. So definitely encouraging, guys. I really appreciate the support and the encouragement, because if we can make a good, profitable time out of going to Japan, I'm gonna do it. I freaking love it over there, man. I love visiting. I love game hunting. I wouldn't want to live there, because I've done that, and it gets real depressing real fast because there's no grass, and all of the people are very polite but not warm, if that makes sense. Like there's a distance thing. Like understanding the social, emotional distance that you're supposed to have with other people is actually one of the most important social skills in Japan. Whereas here, if you get your boundaries wrong, or you get your closeness level wrong, people don't get nearly as offended. But going there to visit, I'm pretty good at building like those surface level connections and being polite and friendly, and having a good time of it. So, is that a Brendan? It's a Brendan. Go grab yourself a microphone. Come hang out.
Give me just a second. Use the restroom and I'm ready.
All right. Good luck with your dump. I'll see you soon. Brendan's here, guys. He made it. He's going to have to clean all of the mess off of his desk that everybody aside from him built up over the time he was out of here. Feel bad for him, but at the same time, it happens to me all the time too, so I can only feel so bad. It just comes with the territory. Front guys need to put stuff somewhere, and it ends up right where we need to be able to do our work frequently. All right. And then we have to take the sideboard out too, because the backlight ribbon cable is also an important part of this whole process. So it's like literally the absolute maximum amount of teardown you can do to get one of these LCD Digi combos replaced in here. The LCD is actually fine, but since the digitizer looks like as a combo with the LCD and digitizer, I'm just going to keep it together and not break up the band, because then you don't have to run the risk of dust getting up in there. Big boy Briny B.
How are we doing, Hanson?
Ooh. Doing good, my dude. Doing good.
Sam's Xbox.
Doing good things in the world.
Hell yeah.
Apologize about the mess. I didn't actually generate any of it, but
that's okay.
At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's fine. We'll have a good time regardless.
Nate says some of it may or may not have come from me, lol.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Also, this is the time to tell me that this microphone sucks, so we know going into it.
Oh, I think I fixed it. So if you guys have trouble with it, let me know. I installed the Rode Central app and then changed it so that now it comes through both ears.
Oh, perfect.
From that microphone. So, yeah, if we're having any weirdness, let me know. I think both microphones might be a little on the quiet side, but like they're really I'm trying to avoid clipping and distorting, and it's been difficult to get it loud without clipping. So I don't know what the solution to that is aside from just to do my best.
What is it?
We're getting a minor echo, he says. Okay, well, shoot.
Minor.
I wonder If we could put like a noise floor on the microphones or something so that it tries to filter them out from each other a little more. Let me try some filters.
Also, the
Noise.
camera's blinking red whenever I try to sync him up. What's up with him?
Yeah, both of the cameras are red. I think we need to restart the computer, but if you can just point it where you want it instead of having it follow you, I think that's going to be our best bet.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see.
We'll kind of get it in a spot that I assume is okay.
Noise suppression. We'll see if that helps. It does sound like it's probably... Oh, the echo was when I was alone? Okay. Yeah, because what was happening is I had a microphone sitting on the table over there, and that might have been picking me up twice. But I can handle minor echo. I can live with that. What I can't handle is coming through all distorted or not being able to be heard. Stuff going missing in the middle of the conversation. Can't have any of that. But not sounding high-level podcast quality, I can survive that.
We've got an on-deck PS5 HDMI. How fun.
Yeah, I figure I could handle that one unless you wanted to do it. It's just another out-of-towner.
I'm going to grab that one.
You're going to do it now?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Oh, nice.
Knock it out.
Are you sure we don't want to save it for Clay? Not to have him do it, but to have him really watch closely.
Well, I've got 700 other ones of those.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
It's not like that big of a deal. It was more so.
All right. Hell yeah, dude.
We'll just get it done so we know it's good.
Just one less thing to worry about. I love it.
Okay, let's do some adjusting.
Steve, thank you so much for all your input on the microphones, man. It's good to have because I can't hear what the actual stream sounds like, since that would generate a massive feedback loop, and also it would speech jam me. Are you guys familiar with a speech jammer? Brandon, do you know what a speech jammer is?
Never heard of that before.
So,
I've heard of a spell jammer.
what about a wind jammer?
No, not that too. I've not heard of.
Okay. Well, a speech jammer is just a loudspeaker or headphones, either way, that plays back what you're saying with a minor delay.
Oh, that would bug me, dude.
It makes it like impossible to keep speaking. It's really, really hard to push through.
No,
like your
thanks.
brain just shorts out. Nate's like, I heard of a toasting jammer. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, oh wow, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Take a look at this guy.
Oh my God, that got pushed in hard.
Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna see in there.
I guess we'll find out.
That's scary. That's a little scary.
Yeah, some of these repairs come in looking better than others, let's just say. Steve says that actually helps out people with a stutter. That's good to know. I wonder if the part of the brain that jams it for me and a lot of other people is the same part that, like, you know, contributes to the stutter, and I wonder if it just works differently for different types of brains that way.
Oh, did we get in our little ordeal?
Little deal?
I'm watching you now on the stream. I wasn't seeing what you were working on.
Yeah, no, dude, the digitizer actually did come in from the guys in China that were like, you'll have to wait for Chinese New Year, and then afterwards they're like, our guy just came back and we're out of them. I'm assuming that's who this one came from.
I don't remember who you ordered them through. I just remember you telling me the story. So that's awesome.
Yeah, either way, we've got it. So I'm going to go ahead and install this bad boy.
Sweet.
And then we can sell it and make up some of our whoopsie money. We don't have a lot of whoopsies, but when we do, we take care of the customer. Because if you don't got customers, you don't got a business. Gotta have a good relationship with the customers. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, I'll just rip the front off since it's already been pulled off before, and we got to re-adhesive it anyway. Let's see how we're looking in here. Looks like Carl's already put the new adhesive in there, but we're going to have to pull that off and put new adhesive because you never, ever reuse this stuff. It just doesn't work. Once it lets go, it doesn't want to stick it back on the second time. Theoretically, if you just needed to replace the LCD, you could continue unscrewing this piece and then pull this whole mid-frame off and get to the back of the LCD that way. But since we're doing both of them, it's not really the right course of action in my opinion. I'll go ahead and put this together in a way that protects that LCD just in case we need it later for this or another repair. Pull off all that old adhesive. So Brendan, are we playing some Deadlock tonight? Is that the plan?
You know me. I would love to.
Who are you gonna play?
I played a lot of Calico, and I really enjoy Calico, but I think I need to flesh out my roster.
Need to try someone new?
I've tried basically every single character except for a couple of the new guys, and I don't know how I feel about the new guys.
Get in there with Apollo, bro.
Yeah, just he's the kind of character where I feel like if you play him, you got the stigma of being that kind of player,
That kind of player.
You know exactly what I mean.
He's only been out for like 2 weeks now.
The guy's like, that's the kind of thing where it's like it doesn't take much skill. You just blow people up.
I mean, I tried playing Apollo once and I got my absolute ass handed to me, but I'm also not good at video games anymore, apparently.
I might try to do Shiv again. We played the one game together, and
that was rough, bro.
They changed it a lot because he was harder before because you got to build up that rage to unlock your true potential.
Your assassination move.
Yeah,
Was that your 3?
Well, it's just you do more damage if you get to full rage. So you're not like a character unless you do what you're supposed to do.
You're just furniture, just a fixture.
Yeah. And I can tell you're a very naughty boy when you play the game.
I get so aggro. And
you were so aggro so early, and I'm like, we're fighting these guys when we shouldn't be.
That's my MO, is fighting when I shouldn't.
I know. But I still love you, buddy. Still love you.
I'm not very good at running away. That's the problem. And I'm not very good at, I get the enemy down to 10 hit points, right?
And then you gotta chase him.
I choke and I can't hit that last hit. And so then I chase.
Like Eminem, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's choking.
B-Rabbit's choking now.
But yeah, I would love to play. I've been playing a lot of Mega Bonk with Emily. She hasn't played before, and she won't really play, but I'll play, and
she'll watch.
Yeah, I've been using her PlayStation controller that I installed TMRs on, so it's awesome.
Oh, sick.
Getting the use out of it, But I was thinking about playing some Deadlock, but I decided I wouldn't play unless other people play, because I was playing a lot by myself.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be playing with yourself that much. You got to keep that to a reasonable amount.
You don't want to be doing that like a weirdo. But it's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable being like, you know what, only with my friends.
I'll play with you, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Anytime. Okay, so now I got to... This thing is supposed to come off, right? This little blue thing, it's a protective film. It's supposed to come off of there, but it's pulling the reflective cover off with it. And I'm just going to leave it on there. Because I don't want to break the LCD pulling anything off of it that I shouldn't. But I'm going to snip that little tab off so it doesn't get in the way. And it won't hurt anything. It's not like it's a really tight space. Where's our scissors at, man?
Somebody steal my scissors? Here's some right here. Here's the scissors I've been using. Somebody stole them.
Yeah, these are the ones that go over here.
Thieves!
Scoundrels. Steve says, my wife finally decided to get a Switch 2. Story of Seasons is not laggy now. Those games are amazing. The Story of Seasons, Friends of, Mineral Town or whatever was the one that I played, It has like the little cave with the little fairy dudes in it, and you do quests for them, and then they'll take over running your farm for you, so you can go focus on getting laid.
Classic.
Yeah, dude,
I have
the,
other things to focus
that's
on.
the essence of Harvest Moon right there, man.
I do love Harvest Moon. I have to go romance this person.
This girl likes feathers. This girl likes pies. You don't know which one's which until you try.
That's why I really, really enjoyed Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley is it's just like it's American made, right?
Yeah, it's a guy
like a
from
Western Harvest
pretty sure
Moon.
Washington.
Yeah,
Concerned ape.
yeah, somebody who really loved Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
And then made his own version with way more stuff in it.
Yeah, he
much in
killed
that
it. He absolutely killed it. He did a great job.
Just loaded to the brim with content.
There's very few games that I can think of that came out in that era that really did as well.
My girlfriend absolutely loves those kinds of games, but she tried playing Stardew once and didn't like it, and so now she's not tried it again since.
I don't know how you couldn't. Because there's something for everybody. I'm a fishing guy. I was like, I just want to go fishing all day.
The fishing mechanics in Stardew are pretty good, right?
Yeah, they're not bad. Like, I enjoy them, right? You have to...
Fishing mechanics in games that aren't exclusively fishing games can be real hit and miss.
Yes, agreed.
I used to, back in the day, dude, I had a DOS fishing game that was like, it was top down, you were in a little bass boat, and it was just like the bare minimum. And I played it so goddamn much.
That's awesome. I used to play, we used to go over, we'd ride our bikes over to the play-in trade when I was young. And
you guys had a play-in trade out there?
We had a play-in trade in California.
We used to be a play-in trade, right?
Yeah. That's why I was like, this is awesome, because it's like, it's funny. Because I remember I loved play-in trade.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd go to the play-in trade, we would hang out, and like we would, we'd like look for games. And I remember I bought one fishing game. I don't remember. It was like
what system was it for?
PS2, I think. I think it was PS2. I'm
pretty sure. Did it have anime characters on the front?
No, it wasn't. It was like very
like a Rapala Bass Pro.
Yeah, it was like a Bass Pro one. And then I used to buy the Cabela's games, and I don't know why. I just was like, I thought the one Cabela's game would be super cool, and then it's just.
Dude, have you played Cabela's Survival? The one where you like getting mauled by cougars and bears and shit?
No.
That's a completely different kind of game, but it's really good.
That's what we watched that whole one about it was Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, and it's 2011 and 2013. Mm-hmm. And it has weird like the story is very interesting because it has like a lot of implications about the world. And like I know Sam Stork got really cool with it, where she was like loving it, and I was watching it with Carl, and Carl was watching it, and we were all watching it, and we're like, this is ridiculous.
Streaming it?
No, we were watching the like it was playing back here or whatever.
I was doing the intro stuff or whatever.
Yeah, and so Sam Stork was like walking in on the bit where it was talking about how like the lions were doing these things and summoning these creatures.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was weird. It's not a Cabela's game because it's got a lot of like the lions are technically top of the food chain and they're summoning like, other creatures to fight for them.
What the hell?
And the one main lion like it's really weird. I don't understand it, but I remember when I was younger I played the regular Cabela's games, not Dangerous Hunts.
Okay. Let me catch up on some chats real quick here. Let's see. Steve bought a 3DS Harvest Moon from us.
Nice.
His wife played the hell out of Stardew. He said Skyrim has fishing.
I actually haven't done the Skyrim fishing. I haven't played.
Nate says Katie has 1,000+ hours in Stardew.
That sounds about right. That's Emily. I'm pretty sure is close to that.
And Steve says cougars from Draper, getting mauled by cougars.
We wish.
Those are the kind of cougars you actually seek out.
There's two types, and one of them goes horribly wrong if you meet them, and the other one goes potentially right.
Oh my god. I don't know. I'm in a good committed relationship. If I wasn't, though, I don't think I would be opposed to dating an older woman.
How old is too old, though? 70 years old?
Well, like
you a Dragon Slayer?
Dementia would be too old, right? Like, if she doesn't know what's going on, then, yeah, I'm out.
Who are you?
Yeah. I don't know, like, what else? Everybody needs love.
Old ladies need love too.
Just as long as I can get on our will, on our pension fund, whatever.
That apparently this was a thing that younger older ladies would go and hang out with like the men that were in like retirement homes and befriend them in order to get onto their will.
Not surprising.
It would happen a lot.
It's a very common practice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people whose parents, like, one died and then the other remarried, that didn't get absolutely hosed on the will.
Yeah.
You know, that's like just how it goes. My grandma died, right? And my grandpa got remarried. And the lady that he remarried, like, it was so sudden that everybody in the family was like, ooh, scandal. They've already been dating, haven't they? And then when he died, she got everything.
Yeah.
And then my buddy Brian had a similar experience where, you know, his dad remarried and basically she got everything in the will.
That's just kind of how it goes. Legality is really weird with some of this stuff. You would think that, like, marriage is one of those things that it becomes really final in the way that it works in the law. But, like, yeah, how do you justify someone was married to someone else for, 40 years and then they die and then they marry somebody else for...
I'll tell you how I would justify the whole situation is the same way I'm doing it right now with my family, is I'm figuring out how to live entirely independently without needing any help or support from anybody. And if my parents leave me something when they die, that's a bonus. I don't need it. I don't expect it.
That's true.
I'm not depending on it. And I'm not really expecting it. I think the only thing my dad has promised me so far is an AK-47.
And he better deliver.
Well, I'm leaving a spot open. I've looked at AKs and thought about getting one, but since he told me that he's thinking about handing his down to me, I have left the spot open. And if he passes away and it turns out that in his will, I don't get the AK-47, not the end of the world. I'll just go buy one. They're not expensive.
Well, there you go. Yeah, as a young millennial, I don't expect my parents to have anything, so...
Right? Well, I mean... My retirement plan is once I can't work anymore, sell the house. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to hand down to my kid either. We'll see.
Maybe I shouldn't do this.
Sell the house, go live in Japan illegally.
Oh, hell yeah!
Because they don't have a good legal route for old people who want to just go live there.
That's why you need to go to places like Thailand where they don't care.
What? Steve says that you wouldn't even need to date the cougars in Draper. They just have parties. Cougar parties. Non-committal cougar makeout.
I was going to say, Steve, can you tell me where to find these cougars so I can definitely avoid them?
Yeah, tell me where they're doing that so I can make sure not to go there.
Addresses would be perfect. I really need to make sure I'm thorough here.
Really make sure we stay away from that. Swinger parties.
Yeah, actually, I don't really understand the concept, but hey.
The concept of swinging?
Yeah, it's more like mind-boggling to me. Like,
I mean, like, you don't have to like be into it to understand why somebody would want to do it.
No, I know.
Like,
I could never bring myself. So to me, that's why it's so foreign. I'm just like,
I catch feels, bro.
No, I don't know that I catch feels more so than I'm like, I don't want to see any of the others. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Anyways,
I'm just saying
we're already to the after hours part of the stream, and we've only been on the waves for friggin' 20 minutes.
I've spent the last 10 years of my life with the woman of my dreams. Absolutely perfect, amazing for me. All of the things about her that are traditionally not good are in many ways what I need. They complete the parts of me that are maybe like...
She's your puzzle piece, dude?
She's 100% my puzzle piece.
Oh, wow.
And we first dated after like a year of, neither of us really want to date. You know what I mean? It was just
meant to be,
playing around and having fun. And then I caught the feels.
Dang.
You know? Because that's who I am. I catch feels.
Hold on. There's a word for that. It's called being a simp.
Only for her.
I'm a simp for the love of my life.
For her and 2 other VTubers.
Oh, wow, okay. And me, of course. But...
I'll simp for I'll simp for a very short list of actors as well.
Oh, mine's Henry Cavill. If I met
Henry Cavill's on my list.
Henry Cavill would be the one man that if I could choose to be best friends with one person, I think he's that person, you know?
Henry Cavill's on my list. I think Nathan Fillion would be my one.
Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? Now you say it.
Nathan Fillion, Henry Cavill.
Which now we need to talk about. Firefly? How crazy. Is it an animated show? Is that what they said?
That's what they said. They're going to do it animated. It's the only way that they could do it really with the original cast, because there's no way they could just reboot it live, you know?
It'll be awesome because they'll do really well with voice acting, as I...
They said they're looking for a home, is what he said. So he's got to pitch it to different like platforms to see who's going to carry the show.
They can stay in my house.
But that's not what they mean.
I know. I'm just being funny.
But any Firefly fans out there in the audience?
After Carl showed it to me, it changed my life. If you haven't seen it, you
Such
must
a good
see
show. They got done dirty by Fox, though.
Yeah, we won't talk about
Fox
that.
aired them all out of order, and they kept changing their time slot. So if you wanted to follow Firefly, they made it very, very difficult to do so. If you wanted to keep up with what was going on in the show. Why is this thing fighting me so hard? There we go. Got it. And then we got to get the backlight ribbon through here. But yeah, they are doing they're officially announced that they are working on an animated redo, basically. I don't know if it's a reboot or a sequel, but they're doing an animated Firefly. And I am super excited. They got the full original cast back to do the voices. So,
except for Shepard.
Oh, because
I think his name is Ron Glass.
He's no longer with us, right?
Yeah, he passed away, which sucks. He was my favorite character too. Shepard was amazing.
Shepard was really good.
I just love that he was like the voice of reason, but then there's something about Shepards aren't supposed to kill, and then he says something along the lines of like, yeah, but they didn't say anything about breaking knees.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite like little lines from him.
He found the loophole. Yeah. Ryan says, I only saw the movie. It was good. Is the TV show as good as the movie? Oh,
it's better.
My God, don't get me started, bro. That movie hurt my soul because the TV series was one of the best bits of media out there in the world that you could possibly ever find or consume. It was so good. But then they got canceled, and so they tried their very best to wrap everything up in like a sequel movie. So the movie was supposed to be, after you watch the series, here's the best we could get for wrapping it up and making an ending. I actually saw the movie before I saw the series, and I will say it's worth going back and watching the whole series. For anybody out there who may not have seen either, watch the series first, and then if you want to hate life for a little while, watch the movie. We'll see what you think.
Which apparently that's getting retconned, so that's good.
I really hope they retcon it because it hurt my soul in so many ways to watch them take such an amazing franchise and just have to rush it. You know what I mean? Like as far as movies go, like when I went to go see the movie, I was like, oh, this is good. I like the characters. I like the story. It's a good movie, right? But when I went to go watch the series, it blew me away how much better it was than the movie. And I've changed my perspective on it now. And now I'm very, very much against the movie even existing in the world. I would rather it not. Just because it's just such a letdown by comparison.
Well, they tried, and I respect the try, but since they can have the ability to retcon it, they just need to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you said. Get this main board back in here.
I also think they can do a really cool job with the animation. Like, I think they could do some really cool stuff.
Oh, yeah, they mentioned the animation studio that's going to be working on it, and they said that they were, like, renowned for something. I can't remember what, but I'll have to look into them, because it wasn't a name that I recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't see any of that. I just saw bits and pieces of the announcement.
Didn't you... Or was it Carl that posted in the
Carl
group chat?
posted the link. I saw the link, and then I was all excited, so I watched about 10 seconds where he said, yeah, we're doing this, and then I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I would watch the whole thing when you get a second, because they go over, like, the things that they need in order to make it happen, and they got them all, except for one. The last one that they need is a streaming platform to put it on.
It'd be awesome if, like, Netflix did it, because they have a lot of money.
Netflix does have a lot of money.
And they're willing to let you, like, because it's kind of like how Riot did Arcane. I don't think you've watched Arcane, have you?
I have not. I'm not a League of Legends guy.
You don't have to like League of Legends to watch.
I know, but I just...
But I think they did a great job where they just kind of said, "Yeah, here you go. Here's the platform."
I would. Oh, I lost a spring. It just launched itself across the fucking
Oh,
room.
the one for the bumper.
The trigger, yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Holy cow! I heard a little click sound. I'm like, what the heck was that?
And
It's
it
a
just
spring
flies
flying
away.
across the room. I didn't hit it on anything. Weird. But anyway, yeah. I'm just worried that whoever picks it up is going to put a bunch of demands on it and attempt to ruin it. That's what I'm worried about. Because I know if Joss Whedon and Nathan Fillion and like the original cast and everybody takes point on it and actually like has all of the creative control, it has a lot of potential to be really good. But if Netflix hops in and they put a bunch of requirements on it or whatever, and it's got to contain this, this, and this or whatever, there's always a chance that they're just going to absolutely destroy it.
Yeah, I could see it happening that way, but my hope is that they'll see it for what it is, right? It is a like loved piece of media that has a really, really large following that would
Right.
love to see
So
it
the
do.
bar is high.
Yeah, but that already means that you don't have to worry whether or not the show is going to have immediate viewers.
But the potential to make money is also super duper high. So I don't think they're going to have a hard time finding a place to put money into it.
Yeah.
We just need to make sure that it's a place, or they need to make sure that it's a place that's not going to put
I'm in
of
charge.
requirements and recommendations and creative stifling
Yeah,
in place.
yeah, 100%.
They said they have a script for it, but I wonder if Joss wrote that script or like where
He
it
said
came
he got a
from.
blessing, so I assumed he wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, right. They got Joss Whedon's approval to do it, but that doesn't sound like Joss Whedon wrote the script. Which he wrote the original, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
did he just direct it?
Yeah, I think he was doing a lot of the writing.
I think it was mostly his brainchild. Nate says, I remember watching the movie for the first time at a Halo 3 LAN party. Bro, those were the days, man. I miss doing
Flipping the
Halo LAN
elephants on
parties.
Sand Trap.
I remember you go to Zanzibar and break the glass and do this little crouch push in just the right way and then jump out. And when you've landed on the ground, it would launch you up into the air and you can get up on top of the building. That's what I remember doing. People will get pissed off if you get up there with a rocket launcher or a sniper. Either way, you're only up there till you run out of ammo, though, because there's nothing up there. He also said Arcane is so good. I believe
It's
you.
really good.
I believe you.
The second season wasn't nearly as good as the first season, but the second season actually, there's one scene that completely saved it, and that's my favorite part of that whole.
Okay, but no spoilers.
No spoilers. Just that's my favorite part of the whole
Of all of
Season
Arcane, or just season 2?
of season 2 specifically.
Okay.
But they did a really good job. I'm a little salty because as a League of Legends, connoisseur myself, a fan of the League of Legends lore, they originally said, "Hey, this universe that we're doing this whole like show in is alternate, right? So if
but
you
then they
see
changed that?
things, so if you see things, the things don't work the same way." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Like it's its own thing. That's fine." And then they went and actually, just kidding. It's actually all canon. And so they rewrote a bunch of, they wrote
they
over a
changed the
bunch of
game?
lore. Not the game, but just character lore that, there's 7 or 8 different characters that essentially now
Or
shouldn't
different.
exist based off of the current,
The current
lore. Ironically, my favorite character in the whole game, he's a crystal scorpion, and the souls of his people used to power their little magic stones they would use. And they changed it now that the magic stones are just magic stones. They don't really have an origin. And so they kind of ruined his whole thing. And then they changed my giant scorpion to not actually have the soul stones anymore. So.
Well, that's wild.
Yeah, and they upset me.
It's a major change.
They upset me.
They hurt your fifis?
Yeah, they ruined my character, and then they threw him in the dumpster, and we're like, we made him better now. And then no one plays him now. I mean, no one played him before. I can't even really be too upset. No one played him beforehand anyways. But
they made him lame.
They made him really lame. And then they're like, this change is good.
Nate says, rip Skarner.
I miss those days. I miss my kind. That's what he used to say.
That's what he used to say.
Yeah, he was the last one left. He wakes up after years and years, like millennia of like slumbering, and he's like looking around for all the other giant like crystal scorpions, and none of them are left. So he's like wandering around looking for any of them. And meanwhile, the people are harvesting the bodies of the dead ones for the souls.
They're still doing it?
No, they were. That was the lore, right? That's why like they were powerful, was because they had the souls of these ancient giant scorpions, and then they would like use it to power all their weapons and inventions and stuff. And they called it Hex Tech.
Hex Tech.
Yeah, but in the show it's a little different. But we could talk about League of Legends lore all day, so I'm just gonna stop now because
I'll be a fish out of water on that.
it'll just endlessly upset me.
Brendan, can you look at your camera and do the zoom out thing?
Oh yeah, is it doing the
It's
whole?
like it's just right up your nose. That's zoom in.
Is it zooming? Is
Zoom out is pulling them together.
pulling them together? I always forget. Is it even gonna work?
I don't know. Mine did earlier, but it did fight me a little bit.
Let's
I
see.
could pull up the app and manually do it. Hold on. Make it pretty.
It's hard to like look at it like and then start working and then.
Let me see if I can get it to go. So let's see here. We are on.
But anyways, Arcane, great. Recommend the show if you haven't seen it. That's another good one. They're coming out with a season 3 hopefully soon enough. But we'll see when we get there. I imagine it'll probably be about another year. But it'll be fun.
Let's see here. Brendan face is going to be this one. And it is. Yeah, it's zoomed in a bit. There we go. Got it. Fixed it.
Fixed.
Fixed it. Don't need that anymore. And put this baby back together. Hope that it works. Steve says, pug stabbed, back to relaxing. And then Nate says, I'm building a Lego cactus while watching. I just finished the pot they sit in.
Nice.
Heck yeah, what kind of cactus? Is it a little stubby boy, or is it one of them ones with the multiple arms? Or is it got a flower? What kind of cactus we talking about, buddy? A saguaro. Or one of the ones that peyote comes from. I can't even remember. Something torch, I think. The mescaline cactus. It's a flowering cactus, he says. That's perfect.
That's cool.
Love it. I never really got into Legos as build a set from instructions. That was never my jam.
I'm the same way.
All I would ever do with Legos is build spaceships. So many different spaceships. I got a spaceship autism.
I would build fortresses. I would build like giant forts.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and then I'd have to destroy them because my mom used to make me put them away, and I'm like, Mom, I'm in the middle of this really like big project, but she's like, no.
So you'd have to go all Godzilla on it?
Yeah, you'd have to destroy it, and so then I got tired of doing it because I'm like, I have to just tear it down because my mom wants my room clean, you know?
Yeah, like moms do. I need to make my kid clean his room a little bit more often than I have been.
We've been making Zelda clean her room. She cleans her room every night for some like little wafer cookies.
Nice, dude.
That's our only incentive that seems to work is, hey, we have these little strawberry wafer cookies. You can have one.
Positive reinforcement is the way to go with that, dude. If you can make it a fun experience for her,
yeah,
instead of like a chore.
Yeah, she loves like the idea of getting cookies. So she's like, cookies, hell yeah.
That sounds delightful, dude. I had to cut cookies out of my life because I'm a big fat fatty, and I'm working on it. I'm working on getting less fatty. If I was a sushi, I'd be a fatty tuna.
Oh, speaking of, we went to the gym, Travis and I.
Uh-huh.
And we did the leg press machine, right?
Which day?
This was Thursday. So we do leg press on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and I did 748 pounds
Nice,
on
dude.
the leg press. I did like 4 times. I was impressed.
I am impressed. I went to swimming this morning with Mal, and then um, so I've been doing the creatine like Travis recommended,
Yeah.
and like, dude, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And so I normally would do 10 laps in the pool, but today I did 15, and I was like, I could go for 20, but Mel was like, "No, I got to be done. Let's go." So I rushed to get all my, get changed and everything, and went and did some preacher curls while I was waiting for her to get changed.
You madman.
It was good, man. And like the first time I did the machine that they have there, I set 225s on it, and it was like way too much. There was no way I could do it. And today, when I went and I did the 225s, it was like it was too light. You know what I mean? I should have put a
man's a
45
monster.
on there or something. But
That's cool.
yeah, and it's one of those ones where it has like the 3 positions you can put the weights on, and so it's like it's either consistent the whole way through, or it's heavy at the start or heavy at the end,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to do 5 different reps on it. But I managed to get 3 in today before she got all dressed and came out.
Super cool. You're like, hell yeah.
It was good, man. And I'm saying, like, normally after 10 laps I'm pretty beat, but
Yeah.
that creatine has just it's gotten into my system and is doing its job, man.
He knows what he's talking about, that Travis guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he used to do that professionally, right?
Yeah, he was like doing like crazy bodybuilding. He said he used to leg press 1,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, this new 700 PR. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, yeah, but I used to do 1,000.
700.
Yeah, 748. So next time I'm gonna try. It'll be 832 next time with an extra set of plates. But we had like 6 or 7 sets of plates on there, so it was kind of ridiculous.
Dude, I was blown away on Monday by how much those deadlifts just wrecked me.
Oh yeah, those will sap you. Like I said, you just think like,
It's
oh,
just all the muscles.
you just lift it and it's fine, and that is not true. It is not fine.
It's a completely different workout than any of the other ones that I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really feeling like I'm pushing my muscles to their limit. I feel like I'm pushing my stamina to its limit.
Yeah, it definitely drains a lot because you're using, like you said, all those muscles that you normally like don't use in unison.
We got to get Nate to come out to the gym with us. I know Nate can gym. He's talked about it.
He's the gym guy.
He used to gym frequently.
Nice. I want to see buff Nate. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Me too.
I've been reading my Game of Thrones book, and I accidentally spoiled something for myself because I was watching YouTube shorts, and I just happened to swipe on something, and then it spoiled a part of what happens in the show, which I was kind of building to in the book, and that kind of upset me a little bit.
Oh man, that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, we got some chats here. Nate says, "I need to start again. Come with us." And then Steve says, "My knees are made out of paper mache and pain. That's why
Awesome.
we do arm day, bro. Come on, let's go."
Yeah, just skip the leg workout entirely.
Carl says, "Hey guys, I fell asleep."
Classic Carl.
Hey Carl, look, the digitizer eventually did come in. We got the actual gold one. What are the odds? I don't know the story, but it was a digitizer LCD combo. And so I went ahead and put it on there. We're going to sell this bad boy.
Can I steal the scissors from you?
You want a scissor?
Yes.
Let's go, bro. Yeah, I came in and there was a package on the desk. I'm like, what is this? And yeah, that's what it was. So
There we go.
hooray.
Hooray for us.
And it works beautifully now. Let me go ahead and give it some thermal compound and put the cooling system on there, and then it's ready to put back together. You know if we got thermal compound in this thing over here?
I don't know if we do or not, but I got one right here.
You got one right there?
Okay, you want one?
Yeah, just gonna snag it from you. Snaggletooth it. Carl, we were just talking about the Firefly animated thing that they announced, and we're talking about our road trip stream for Thursday coming up. I know you're feeling under the weather, but I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping you'll feel better by Wednesday, because we got those tickets and they are probably not refundable. I'd have to look into it. Oh, what flux are you using over
It's
there,
that
dude?
cinnamon roll looking one.
That smells like carrots.
It smells like celery.
Yeah.
It's like a celery smell, and I'm like, man, it smells gross.
We need to retire that.
I was gonna say, do we have the other kind? We might have more of the other kind.
Well, I hope so, because that stuff stank nasty, bro.
Yeah. Problem is we have 3 of these guys. We're just not gonna. I guess they'll just be the extreme backups.
Those are the backups for the backups.
Although, hold on, I gotta pull this guy out.
Carl says he'll be fine. I'm glad to hear it, bro.
He better be.
I'm sorry you're feeling crummy right now, though. And I'm sorry we had to cancel our double date the other day. Autumn came down with the same thing that's been running through the house, and I'm sure Mal's next.
Why do you say it so threateningly?
Was that threatening?
I don't know.
It was more like a, oh boy, here it comes.
Next.
I said, I'm sure.
I'm gonna. I know you. Why do you say it like? Why are you sure of that? I'm gonna swap these.
Carl's installed EVE Online again, and he's
No.
to blame you.
He's got. Wait, what? Why me? What did I do? I just said I would play it if you guys played it.
Talking about it the other day. I still have my account, dude.
Dude, Carl,
play
teach
it
me how
with
to
you.
play EVE Online.
Dude, let's all get stealth bombers, and we'll go surprise gank some people.
Surprise gangs.
Yeah, dude. Because the stealth bombers, man, that you can cloak, and then you can just like pop into existence, drop your bombs, and then warp off. And then, like, if they're not paying close attention, they don't even know that you've shot at them, because it's just like a little thing coming across the screen, and they're like, oh, hey, what's that? And then, boom, everything within a 10-kilometer radius just takes massive damage. And if we have 3 of them, you know...
You're that guy that wants to blow up someone's, like, life's work or whatever.
EVE Online is all about blowing up each other's stuff. There's 2 types of players. There's goons and Care Bears, basically. They used to have one of the biggest alliances back in the day used to actually be called the Goon Swarm. And I think they changed their name because I can't imagine calling myself a goon online.
Not anymore.
In any scenario. That word does not mean what it used to mean. The Goon Swarm. Their logo was like a fat, angry bumblebee with an army hat on.
It's very generic. I like it.
And their whole thing was that they were assholes, man. Like, if you're one of the Care Bears that's staying in the high security space with the like in high security space in EVE, if you get attacked by a player,
yeah,
the police will show up and kill that player. And there's nothing that they can do about it. And in fact, if they find something that they can do about it and they get away from the police, they get permabanned. Because it's you don't evade the police.
Interesting.
Your account gets banned.
That's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah. And so, like, if you attack a player in high security space, you lose your ship, right? But, oh, hey, Martine's here. What's up, dude? It's good to see you, man. So yeah, what the Goon Swarm would do is they would go find people who were like mining, like the asteroids or whatever, or people who were hauling expensive stuff from point A to point B, right? And they'd use a cargo scanner to see what the guy had in his cargo hold, and if what they were carrying was worth more than their cheap little ship, because they'd take like a dirt cheap little ship that just had a bunch of cannons on it, and nothing else, right? And if what was in your cargo hold was worth more than the ship, they'd trade their ship for your cargo, and then they'd have their buddies swing by in a hauler and just pick up all your stuff and leave.
That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I love, though, is just skirting the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Just skirt the rules, because you know what? Might as well.
Yeah, for real, man. For real. Carl says, it was Goons for a while. Goonies instead. Call the bombing run the truffle shuffles. Yeah! I gotta figure out what's going on with my account, because last time I was I was playing. I was part of a wormhole group, and I had a bunch of ships in their wormhole base, and then they moved. They moved to a new location. So I'm pretty sure I lost all my stuff
Uh-oh.
because I quit. I quit playing. I just stopped showing up because that game will eat your life if you let it. Oh my god, guys, it's so beautiful. Let's take the plastic off. Oh, it's sexy. Look at that. They've released a survival game using the Eve Engine 2, Eve Frontiers. I've seen Eve Frontiers. What kind of game is that? What is that like? I don't know about it. I've seen trailers for it, but they always do that thing where it's like a big cinematic thing that doesn't have any gameplay and doesn't tell you anything about the game. Will it let me format this, or is it going to be mad that the battery's low? Let's find out. Next time on Game Changer Z. Steve says, I gave away my account a few months after release. Yeah, it won't let me do this because the battery's low. Let me go grab a charger. Ah, my chair, grab that chair. Oh, boy. We don't have like an easy to access charger, do we? I'll just take. I'm taking your charger, Carl. I'm stealing it. Stealing it away into the night. Your thing is now my thing.
All right, replace the flux and replace the nozzle on it. So we're using the last of the bad flux out of the nozzle, and then we'll have good flux.
You want to? I'm gonna show everybody what you're doing. Then let's look at the
Oh
microscope.
yeah, you want me to
pull out the thing? Let's see.
Let's
see it, baby.
I gotta get rid of my one eye. Right
doing
here.
the HDMI. All right.
That flux is a little stanky.
So Carl says the best description I could find is Frontier is the Eve version of a survival game with crypto, just like all of CCP's other attempts to take Eve universe and adapt it to a different genre of game. Apparently it's DayZ with Bitcoin. That sounds horrendous. I'm not interested in that.
DayZ with Bitcoin.
I'm not going to play that.
That's a great way to sell me on the game by making me not want to play it. That's kind of what I...
It's a good way to make me not want to play the game, yes.
Which kind of DayZ, though? Modded DayZ or the standalone?
It's not the Eve engine at that point, then, because the Eve engine is definitely designed for battle spreadsheets. It's not a third or first person type of deal. Well, your little capacitor's trying to go away.
I know. He was already bumped off because they knocked him off because they pushed this guy like so far back. But I've got this one little thing right here. You gotta be careful of that.
Switching tips. Oh, that looks good.
There's one right here, though. Look at, there's one guy right here.
Oh, he's not going. That's the ground, too. What temperature are you at?
That's a little too high. I think it's...
What?
Is that 450?
450?
Yeah.
You're killing your flux, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
What's your air at?
Air is at 420.
Jesus, dude.
That's perfect. It's fine. We're quick. But yeah, the flux did kind of get a little nasty on it, but that's fine. We're going to clean them up, and then we're going to put the new port on.
All right. Do your thing. I trust you. I'm just initializing the Switch still. Now put it in a box and put it out for sale.
I'm glad they finally got us that digitizer. I was afraid we were never going to get a digitizer for that thing.
Carl says in all caps, wonky cap!
Yeah, he does not want to sit right, but I'm also not going to force him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Well, just give him a gentle tap with the tweezers once you get the...
Oh, I did, and this is where I got him to. So I was like, yeah, I don't know why he doesn't want to sit like aligned right, and I don't know if it's the flux underneath.
Something's going on in there.
Yeah, I can do it again. I'll give him a tap again, but I was just like...
Tippity tap tap taparoo.
Yeah, I don't want to have to make him do something and knock him away and then lose him.
Yeah, that would be a bad time.
Also, this right here is a little plastic piece right here. Can't
Steve
tell.
is asking, is that the PS5 for the traveling guy that was in today? Yep, we were gonna work on it on Monday, but Brendan decided he wanted to go ahead and just knock it out while
That
we're
way it's
here.
done.
Might as well, right?
I
One
know
less
that
thing
he's
to worry about.
traveling, so that's better.
My child is messaging me. I'm gonna call my kid on stream.
Yeah, this capacitor guy right here is really annoying.
Ruckus, I can't make your dock connect properly from here. What do you want me to do?
Ruckus.
What's it doing? To the monitor? And you got the ROG power cord plugged into the dock? For the ROG. Needs to be plugged into the dock. Or some sort of power cord needs to be plugged into the dock. I think the dock might have had its own power cord. Also, I'm on stream right now if you want to come watch.
Say hey.
Yep, I'm talking to you on the phone in front of 9 people right now, but we've had 34 views. So, yeah. You're good, buddy. You should come watch, though. Yeah, but does it have a power cable plugging into the back of it?
Okay. Let's toss this guy, and I'm gonna nudge him.
Ooh, Hervin's here. What's up, Hervin? How's it going, man? I'm just on the phone with my kid real quick, and then we'll get back to chatting. Ruckus, I can take a look at it when I get home, buddy, but if it's got a power cord plugged in and the monitor's plugged in, make sure the monitor's turned on. It might have gotten turned off. Find the power button. I don't know where it is. Use your sleuthing skills.
That's about as good as
Okay,
he's gonna get.
and
He
come
does
find
not
me on
wanna
YouTube
play.
when you're done. Love ya. See ya, buddy. Mwah.
He's on there though. He's on there well enough, so I'm not gonna disturb him.
It looks fine, dude.
He was just like, he's sitting a little wonky, but it's not the end of the world. We get those pressed in. And let's get this guy going.
A little extra Bama flux at the end.
Yep, right in the
It's
back.
always the way.
If I can get him just right.
Carl's backseat driving your repair right now.
That's okay. He's a professional.
He is.
I can
He is.
listen to him.
Okay, let's go through some of these chats here. So, Steve says the guy who brought that in, his wife was annoyed he was taking so long. And he also says, don't forget to like and subscribe and smack that notification bell.
Hell yeah.
Carl says, you've got shitty solder on the right. Clean off the pads and try again. All caps. He's very angry. Carl, you know what I saw at the liquor store yesterday? You want to guess what I saw? It made me think of you. Take a guess, buddy.
Was it a Union Jack?
A Union Jack? No, it was not. Made me immediately think, if I had seen this a month ago, it would have been the perfect birthday present for Carl. Any guesses, my dude? He's not gonna guess. It was a special edition. It was a special edition Jack Daniels. It was the Frank Sinatra edition.
That's cool.
And it was like something like $160, I think. But it was a pretty big, fancy looking special reserve Jack Daniels. And I saw it and immediately thought of you, Carl. Oh, he's had it before. Of course he has.
Carl has everything.
Of course he has. Oh, Steve finally got a shiny Totodile. Yeah,
Nice.
Steve. Congrats, bro. So just so you guys know what Brendan's doing right now, he's going through and testing each of the solder joints to make sure they're solid, rock solid, so that when the customer gets this home, he won't have problems down the road, especially since he's going to be literally down the road some number of miles. Okay, he needs a name for a shiny Totodile. What are we calling this guy? Call him Guarantee.
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 Jacques.
What's Gambit's real name? Anybody know?
Oh, I forget. I've heard it.
I'm gonna Google it. X-Men Gambit. Remy LeBeau. That's right. Name him Remy. Oh. Nate already put it in the chat as I was looking it up. Remy LeBeau. The most Cajun sounding name I've ever heard in my life.
Going down from the seafood ball.
Come on down to the barbecuer with Remy LeBeau. He's the beau.
All right. All the pins are great, so now we can move along.
There's a little schmutz on my digitizer now that wasn't there last time I looked. At least I didn't think it was.
Well, these guys get...
Get that off of there.
There we go.
No more BS. Nice and clean. All right. Well, I finished my project. Now I need to find another project because it's still too early. Carl says that cap is triggering him.
Yeah, you can't fix it, Carl.
It's fine.
I have to pull it all the way off and then reset him.
Who is calling our repair shop right now?
Someone is.
It's not letting me turn off the Switch Lite because it's in the boot up sequence. There it goes.
Maybe it was Carl calling to try to get us to fix the cap.
Hey, Steve named him Remy. That's a great name.
What a good time. What color is a toaded owl that's shiny?
Yeah, because normally they're kind of like blue-green, right?
They're like a blue
Blue
like
with
a
a
light
red?
blue with red. So I'd imagine you'd be like what, green with some like a green yellow toaded owl would be freaking cool. Look like a frog.
Yeah, what's the shiny color? What's he look like? Got charger up in there. Perfect. Scrub-a-dub-dub, man. Get it nice and clean.
Yeah, that flux cleaner is great for the back.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem is it dries out really fast.
It does dry quickly, yeah.
So I get it there, and then I use the isopropyl, and then it's fine. And then it's a good little combo, a little wombo combo on there.
Mm-hmm.
Can serve our expensive flux cleaner.
What do we got here? Hey, we got another Sega Nomad. This one's just got a loose power port. I could fix that. Needs a new lens if we have one, too. We'll go see if we have one. Oh, where would I keep it if I had it?
Yeah. Let me get these bits of flux in here. They get stuck in between, so you can pick at them a little bit.
Dropping shit.
Okay. Over the top.
Definitely not in there.
Let it dry a little bit.
Carl, do you know off the top of your head where we would have lenses for Sega Nomads? Because I know at one point we definitely did. Don't know if we still do.
Alright.
Because this one's got, it's a little ugly. And I'd rather re-lens it before we sell it. What's in here? What is in here? 72 pin.
You got connected
They have
too
a
much
spot
flux.
with Game Gear stuff. I wonder if it would be in there.
Too much solder.
That's all GBAs. That's all capacitors. Never-ending struggle of trying to find stuff back here. See if we got anything in the chat. Ba-ba-ba-bum. He says the shiny guy's green. Normally he's blue. Nate says we got a Nomad traded in right after we sold the Nomad from the case.
That's cool.
And Carl says he has never seen a Nomad lens kicking around. Dang it. I'm going to have to order one then.
Get out of there.
That is a common problem with the Nomads, though, is those power ports getting loose. So we might as well fix that while we're here. Then we'll order in the lens. That's a quick, easy once we get the actual part in. It's not a problem.
It's rolling off. That's
Not a problem.
we'll do
Carl's thinking Office, maybe. I don't know. I wonder if they ended up in the box of Wonder Swans. We got like 40 Wonder Swans in a box, and I think they might have found their way into there because they're a similar shape, and I might have got confused. I get confused sometimes. That's the thing that happens.
There we go. Clean them
So
out a little
it
bit.
happens a little bit more than I like to admit. Where's my good screwdriver for this? All of our stuff is falling apart. There we go. I need new stuff and things.
It's just a touch.
I'm gonna switch back over to my bench. Wow.
Go for it. Needs more flux.
I'm gonna turn off your face cam.
Yeah.
And oh
sitting
no,
there,
that's
dude.
the wrong one. And then I'm gonna put your what's it called? Your microscope cam up in the corner there. So this one. Whoa, that's too big. There we go. Now people can still watch you
That's
while I'm
just a
working on the
little bit.
Nomad.
Reapply my flux.
Hervin says, would you give me a Wonder Swan for my birthday? Hervin, yes. But I cannot guarantee it'll work. You gotta be kidding me, man. How do you open one of these things? The good long screwdriver is too big, and our normal screwdriver it's not long enough to reach down in there. How do you... Then I go grab another screwdriver. Completely different one. Na, 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 na. I need to get some Wonder Swan screen upgrades so we can actually start pumping out some Wonder Swans. That'd be cool. Get some actually available for our customers instead of just sitting in a box on a shelf forever. That's a tri-wing. I don't need a tri-wing. I do need a large bit.
Carl said he has extended bits on his set for that.
That actually reach down into there. They have an extender. Oh, he's got these things. Yeah. I'm gonna steal one. Yoink. Stealing this. But for the ones that are Phillips, this won't help me, but it'll help with this security bit down here.
Perfect.
In theory. Hervin is saying he doesn't even have a game for a Wonder Swan. Dude, I got Wonder Swan games. You buy a Wonder Swan game, you get the Wonder Swan for free, and then we could test it out and see. I think most of the Wonder Swans that we have in that box work, but the screens are a little bit yellow. They're just a little sun faded. They're not bad. If we have time at the end of the stream today, maybe we can crack open that box and see what's in there. Carl says, I bought 3 last week. Do I get 1 free? And then
No response.
Clay says, the soldering genie's at work.
Not me.
That is you. I'm going to turn the microscope camera off and turn your face back on.
Go back to what we were doing.
Boop. In fact, why don't we just put up your workbench and mine? There we go. Got them both. And no, Carl, you don't get a third one for free.
Carl
Fourth
already
one?
has 7 Wonder Swans at home.
This one's got some spider stuff in it. That's my favorite. I love spider stuff. Ugh. Get the screw completely unscrewed, and then the little spider nest grabs it. There it goes. Hervin says, I'm honored, but you don't have to. Would be amazing, but honestly, no pressure for real. No, dude, I got you, bro. Like I said, I've got like 40 of them, and they're kind of rough. So if you're all right with as is, then we can find you one that probably boots. Maybe. We'll see. We'll do it. We'll do the best we can. You're a good bro. You've been sending people our way from GameStop. The least I can do is get you a shitty birthday present. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is just wobbling all over there. We'll just resolder that, and that should fix this bad boy entirely. So you guys can see, it's like at a weird angle, the power port. It's not lined up straight. All right. Carl says you can choose from about 5 different One Piece games. That's about it. Clay says, what are we working on, fellas? I've got a Sega Nomad here that the power port is loose. And Brendan is on decking a PS5 HDMI port for somebody from out of town. And then now that we've got the whole following here, we're at the point of the night where people who are going to come see us are here. I'm going to remind everybody, I'm going to say it again. So we're not doing a road trip today, as you guys can see. We're here in the store like normal because the car is not going to be released from the port until tomorrow morning. And so if everything goes well, we will be flying out. We've already got tickets to Los Angeles for Wednesday. So we'll be flying out Wednesday and then coming back on Thursday. And if everything goes well, we'll be driving the car back on Thursday. And if it doesn't go well, and the DMV in California doesn't give us that one trip pass that's supposed to allow us to drive a car back to Utah from the docks, then I guess we'll do a game store stream. We'll go look at some game stores while we're there.
That's awesome.
But we'll see. Either way, we're going to do a stream on Thursday. It's a special off-schedule stream out of our usual schedule. So that'll be fun. And then Hervin says, do any customers say that they came from my location or said I told them to go to you guys? Nobody specifically mentions you or what location by name, but I do get a lot of customers that say GameStop told me you guys do repairs, or GameStop told me you guys have more retro stuff, that kind of thing. Nate says, and Nate's building Lego. Yes, he is. Hervin also said, also funny thing, I'm cleaning consoles too, just cleaning and resetting them, currently working on a PS3. Nice. And then Steve says, lawn ornament. In reference to what? I missed it. I missed something. Oh, we talk about the car? The car being a lawn ornament? If they won't let me register it, did I tell you guys the struggle I'm having with the Salt Lake County for the Skyline? They don't want to let me get an emissions test on it. They're telling me the only kind of emissions test that they're willing to do on that car is a OBD2 emissions test where they plug their OBD2 reader. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a little scan tool. You plug it into the like a little slot underneath the dash area, and it communicates with the car computer, and it tells the scan tool, the car tells the scan tool, yes, I should pass emissions, or no, I shouldn't, depending on how it's looking, right? It gives you a readiness check. It tells you if you can you know, if you should pass it on emissions and if it's driven enough to know if it should pass emissions, that kind of thing. And there's also a 2-speed test where they actually hook up a machine to your tailpipe and see how much actual exhaust gas you're putting out of different kinds and make sure that you're within the actual physical requirements. And for the 2-speed test, where they actually know how much output you're doing and what kind of output you're doing, they refuse to do that test on anything newer than 1996. And this Skyline is a 1998, right? But the OBD2 test requires an OBD2 port, which was not adopted in Japan until way later. So Skylines do not have those. They have something called a Nissan Consult port, which is a different protocol. It's a different type of plug. It has different capabilities, and it's just not the same thing. And so if they hook that up to their machine, if they find some way, like if you use like an adapter to change the number of pins or whatever, the machine will just look at it and say, I don't know what this is. This isn't a car. Please plug a car in. So that's not ideal. And so they were refusing to let me run an emissions test on my car. They're just saying, sorry, their exact words were, well, it's not an American spec car, so you shouldn't expect to be able to drive it in America.
That's not very American of them.
Yeah, it's not very cool. And then Hervin says, what about Davis County or Utah County? There are 5 counties that require emissions on vehicles. Utah County, Davis County, Salt Lake County, Weber County, and I can't remember the 5th one, but it's pretty much everything in that straight line from Ogden down through Provo. So in theory, I could register it in Tooele County or Summit County. However, they changed the laws recently so that if you're registering a car, it has to be registered to the address on your driver's license. So if I want to try to get around it by registering it in a non-emissions county, I would have to create like a trust or an LLC or some sort of legal entity in one of those counties and then sell the car to that legal entity and then make sure that legal entity has an actual physical address where it can receive mail and then register it in that. There are other options that I'm looking into, but I don't know. One way or another, I'm going to drive this car. Nothing's going to stop me.
Not even the government.
Does that maybe around Nevada or something? Wait, I think you might have missed a word in that sentence, or maybe I'm misunderstanding it. But if you register the car out of state, like somewhere other than Utah, because there's, well, I can't tell them it's a 96 Carl because the import documentation is all very clear on it being
Just
a
tell them
98.
it's an 89 and they messed up the documentation.
Yeah, sure. But if you register it out of state, because you can make a Montana LLC and you don't even have to pay sales tax on it, right? But if they find out that you did that, the fine is humongous. They are really cracking down on that because at that point it's tax evasion. It's not just trying to drive your car. It is actual tax evasion. So
That's why we actually genuinely open up a burger shop up in Montana.
I'm gonna add. Let's see here. Where'd the microscope camera go? It was okay. Let you guys see what I'm actually doing here. So your power port is held on down here. These little guys. Get it focused in so you guys can see. Whee! And then we've got 3 spots there where the solder gets loose, but especially that one in the middle. So this one here, but especially this one. And if you try to wiggle this, you'll probably see this wiggle too. Yep. Kind of hard to see, but when I move this, this moves. Yep. Looks like a little bit of wiggle on this one too. So we're just going to reflow all 3 of them and get it nice and solid. We're going to set it to a reasonable temperature instead of Brendan's max it out all the time temp.
If you do things quick enough, the temperature does not matter.
That is not accurate.
I'm like a leaf on the wind.
Okay. Okay. Now you're just trying to hurt me.
It was just a dream, remember that. Now it was just a dream.
Wash is not dead.
He's not. Also, he's gonna be at FanX. Carl and I are gonna hug
Oh,
him.
for sure?
Yeah, we're definitely going.
When is FanX?
It's in August, I think.
I love
Carl
how you
was
guys...
talking about getting tickets, and I was like, dude, we gotta go. So he said he was gonna figure out what to do.
I love how you guys are getting so excited and stoked for this and talking about it every time I see you, and never once invited me.
Because that's just an implied invitation to you.
No, you didn't. You didn't say.
All right,
I'm gonna crash your party.
Michael, come on, dude. Come on, we can go meet Alan Tudyk. He's got to sign my...
Are you kidding me? I would love that.
He has to sign my
Is Nathan gonna be
Firefly board game that Carl gave me for Christmas. He has to.
Yeah, he does. Is Nathan going?
He should also come too. He's invited as well.
He's invited.
We're all gonna go see Alan Tudyk and tell him that like he's the greatest.
Sorry, Nathan Fillion.
Oh, if I saw Nathan Fillion, I would I'd kiss that man.
You'd immediately sexually assault him.
I would be like, listen, bro, you were cute. I'm cute.
Just imagine the babies we could have together.
I don't think that's how it works. And then I'm like, nonsense.
It's 2026, man.
Anything's possible. No, if we could get the whole cast, like if we can get them all there, that would break my bank, but I would have a good time.
You get all of the autographs.
It would be spending so much money.
What are they, like 100 something each, right?
They're expensive. Carl was saying they could be upwards of 200. So, but then my Firefly game board is worth a lot of money.
Jade Star's asking FanX or Final Fantasy 14. No, we're talking about Nathan Fillion at FanX. Nate says it's September. I'm going to try to get together a V from Cyberpunk cosplay.
Dude.
Carl says old tight pants.
Dude, V from Cyberpunk.
And Steve says make sure you have coverage for your store since you will all get the COVID flu measles. Why you got to say that shit out loud, Steve?
That doesn't exist anymore. Now
Don't say that out loud.
The war with Russia happened, and then all the other stuff going on. It just doesn't exist now.
Is that how the COVID flu measles?
Yeah, you just don't get those anymore.
It's the herpaganosyphilades. That's what you got to watch out for now.
You know, it was the next big thing. I got COVID like 3 times. It was not fun. It just put me to sleep endlessly.
I got all of the COVID shots, and then I got COVID.
See, I like my COVID just unfiltered, like my cigarettes.
You don't smoke, dude.
Just straight to my bloodstream. Just
You don't even vape, dude.
No, yeah, I don't do any of that. I drink coffee. It's my vice.
Carl says con flu is real, man. And then Steve says, last time I went to a concert, I got COVID.
I don't know why I laughed. I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't
It's okay.
mean to laugh.
He also LOL'd on
it was
it.
more like, it is very true, though. It's because there's always that one a-hole that goes and they know they're sick, but they refuse to not go. But,
right, because they've been waiting for this concert for so long or whatever.
Every time.
Where's my power switch for this thing? Anybody see? Roll back the footage. Where'd my power switch go?
Chat, clip that.
Where the heck is it? There's a little red piece of plastic.
He's dead, Jim.
It was right here. It was there. I'm pretty sure.
Speaking of GameStop, we've got a GameStop. He's got a little GameStop SSD. That's pretty.
Oh, he's got a GameStop branded one.
I've never seen one of those. I only see the W.
Hold it up for the camera.
Yeah, here, let's see if I can.
Can you do it safely?
Could I do it like this?
There you go.
Let's see. Does it look like it's? Oh no, it's not. It's not in front.
You were way too close, bro. Back it up a little.
What do you mean I'm way too close? GameStop. Look, everybody look.
It can't focus that close. You're like 2 inches from the camera.
Fine. Here, look at GameStop. It says GameStop on it.
Seriously, where's my power switch?
Not that they needed to see that.
I wouldn't believe you otherwise. Pixar, it didn't happen. That's the rules.
You're a liar, dude.
You just made that up.
You wanted to make yourself seem cooler. We used to say that to all our friends every time they'd say something. We'd be like, "You're just lying to make yourself seem cooler." And then you're like 15, so like, "No, I'm not." And then you look like a loser because you're trying to defend yourself too much, and then you actually look like you're lying.
Right.
It was a
Even
good
though you're
time.
not.
High school was a great time. Bully all your friends.
Herman says he sells those a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. I've never seen one. I've always seen the W2 black ones or whatever from PlayStation.
Western Digital. WD.
Is it WD? I thought it was W2. Maybe I'm.
W2 is a tax
Is
form.
it tax form? Doesn't mean that it couldn't be a. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Seriously, where the heck is my power switch? It would have come off right here, right? When I was pulling all this out. I'll stand up, watch it be in my lap. It's in between my fat folds. It was! It was in between my fat folds. Oh, I hate this.
This guy needs a new screw. He's missing his screw in there. I was like, that's not right. That's why that thing was all wobbling around. All right.
It says they go for around 200 to 320, depending on if they're like 1 to 4 terabytes.
Ooh. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me buying one, but hey.
You know, to each their own.
If you want it, I totally get it. I'm not gonna knock it.
If you want it, ooh, you can have it, ooh. But you gotta go to GameStop and pay a few $100s.
I don't know that we have any of those little screw guys. We have a bunch of the regular screws, but you don't use the regular screws. You use.
It's supposed to already be in there.
Yeah, so he didn't have it in there.
He didn't have his screw?
Yeah, he originally didn't have it in there.
What about his spacer? Because without the
He has
spacer,
the spacer.
you don't want to screw it down without that.
Yeah, he's got the spacer. That's why I'm like, the screw that we have, all our huge, like, screw parts, it's none of the small guys, right? It looks like,
It should be in here. Hold
it's
on.
like a regular screw. Oh, that's a... I don't know who's calling the repair shop. I don't know who does this. It's way late.
Somebody's calling the hell out of us.
It's been like the third time.
Should we answer it?
If they call back, I'll answer it. But only if it's Carl. So if it's not Carl, I'm hanging up on him.
Yeah, it's a black Phillips head.
That's what I was thinking, but none of those guys are going to match. I don't know
No.
that. I think you have to have it with the guy.
And he didn't have it. It was just loose in there?
Yeah, it was just loose in here because the spacer was sitting underneath, like right in here.
Really, with no screw?
With no screw. Now, granted, this sits covered by the piece right here.
Well, just put it back the way it was.
It's just a little annoying that he doesn't have a screw. I don't know where a
If
screw
we
went
had
off
one,
to.
I'd give him one.
I know. I wish I did. Oh, well. It's fine. As long as he isn't wobbling around in there, right? The spacer will keep it pressed into place.
Clay says, I was Ben Stiller's charactered from Dodgeball last Halloween. Should have
Nice.
been the pirate.
That's freaking White Goodman, dude. White Goodman. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
And answer GameStop, we're closed. That's what she said. Cress says, answer the phone and say, GameStop, we're closed.
Game Changers? Never heard of it, dude.
Watch,
With
they're
a
trying to sell
Z?
me another loan. That's I keep getting phone calls like, hey, we're just calling back about your approval for that loan you applied for. I'm like, I never applied for a loan. Don't even lie to me.
They're trying.
Like, I'm not stupid. I mean, let me rephrase that. I'm not that stupid.
Not dumb enough to get a loan from you.
I'm not dumb enough to like fall for, oh, you applied for a loan with us when I didn't. Like, no, I know I didn't.
Ask him if it's legally binding if you sign a loan like with somebody while you're like sleepwalking. You know, what's the legality of that?
You'd have to prove that.
I was sleeping. I was sleepwalking. And then you sue them because they took advantage of you while you were vulnerable.
Steve says to answer, Blockbuster, how can I help you?
Dude, if we worked at a Blockbuster,
That'd be cool.
like, could we get an old Blockbuster building? I'm sure there's one around here.
It's not going to have the signage anymore. They've taken those down on everything.
So it was the end of an era.
But nobody's gonna sue us if we had a new signage made. I don't think Blockbuster wouldn't get pissed.
Well, I mean, actually, I guess I was gonna say they don't exist anymore. There's one Blockbuster.
Yeah, I wonder if the corporate office, like if there's still anybody that they like sold the rights to or something.
Probably.
I
Because then
doubt
people
it.
that try to steal their stuff, they get to sue, right?
Who would want to buy the rights to Blockbuster though?
Netflix as a flex on
As a
them for not
joke?
buying them originally.
Clay says, "Joke's on you. I've always been a loser."
Classic.
For those of you who don't know, Clay, that's their new repair tech. He's
That
not
handsome young lad.
he's not done with his training yet, so he's not invited to the stream. But once he's ready, once he knows what he's doing, we'll have him join us on the stream if he wants to. Leave the ball in his court.
You could be a cool kid to get invited.
Such a cool guy. It's cool guy.
I'm the guy.
It's cool guy. Y'all know cool guy. Are you him?
I'm the guy.
Anybody know, does this use a Genesis 1 or Genesis 2 power cable? Looks like a Gen 2.
Question.
I'm going to guess Gen 2. Carl says, let's see how crappy that Nomad screen is. Yeah, we're going to find out. Probably should have recapped it while I was in there. Yeah, he says Gen 2. I knew it. I got to go find one. Do you know if we have one in the corner over there?
I have no idea.
It's the one with the yellow tip.
Just the tip?
Just the tip is yellow.
Oh, let's take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading
Rainbow.
Um,
I can't use anything
I
except
don't
for
see
a
it.
Gen 2 power cable.
You're gonna have to do a thorough inspection over here.
Oh,
Carl cleaned it
man.
up and then I ruined it.
No,
So.
I'm just going to go out in the front and grab one.
Okay.
See you guys in a minute.
I'm gonna test this PlayStation and see if it works.
Ooh, I'm getting all testy. Hey, I found out what that noise was earlier. A stack of games fell over in the front. Bro, what's this briefcase? Is this the Scott Pilgrim briefcase or is this like a DJ Hero briefcase? Dude, it's the DJ Hero briefcase. That's cool. There's some cool stuff in here right now.
Boom. It works. As if I ever questioned my own handiwork.
Where's all my Sega stuff? It's in the Sega drawer. There we go.
All right, let's text this guy. Let him know.
Oh, do we have a Genesis test game? Yeah, Sonic Hedgehog. Let's do this. Sonic 2 even. All right. Plug it in to power. Who was it that was Now You're Playing with Power? Was that Nintendo Power? You know? Do you have any idea?
Not me, dude.
Before your time, young blood?
If it's before the original Xbox, it's a little bit before my time.
Boop. Boop.
Actually, scratch it.
Oh,
If it's before PlayStation, I had a PlayStation, but I was like 5 years old, so.
it's not doing nothing. Is this the one that came in recently? Nate, do you know if we tested this bad boy? Did I break it? Is my power cable bad? Doesn't look pretty. Let me grab a tester. Where is the multimeter? There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's up on a shelf somewhere.
Multimeter. Let's see if this thing is gnarly. Pretty sure it was tested. That's the one that Yule brought in or bought. Let's see. I think I've got a bad power cable. Yeah. Power cable I grabbed out of the front's no good. Let's grab another one. Boop. Yeah.
He texted back and said, "Wow, great, thanks. You guys are awesome." And I didn't even need that reassurance. I knew I was awesome. But I'll take the compliment anyways.
Okay. Let's try again here. Who's texting me?
It was Nate. He finished his Dude, that cactus looks awesome. Who's that even more handsome guy in the background? And then who's that guy above him?
What are we talking about?
Nate sent a picture.
Oh, this screen is gnarly.
Oh, hell yeah.
What do you think, Carl? Should we do a full screen upgrade on this? And a recap? Well, actually, I don't know, man. It's not too bad once it's actually going. It does need a new lens, but yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, actually, hold on. The motion blur. Oh my god, I can't see a shit. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe we get a good IPS or TFT display in here. Can you all see it? I'm riding the struggle bus right now. Oh my god. I'm doing it all by memory because I can't really hardly see anything. Oh, I almost hit that.
Oh yeah, that blur is really bad.
Right? Yeah, lots of motion blur. Chris says, "You're driving it, my dude." Carl's thinking it might get better when the caps warm up. If that's the case, then we should recap it. I don't like to unoriginal these things if we can avoid it, because they're rare. Oh, shoot. I hit a fish. But if it gets better with usage, then... I mean, either way, we should probably recap it, huh? Should have done that while it was in there. It's just that the LCD is, like, glued to the main board. It's not, like, a disconnectable piece. And so I don't like pulling the main board out because you're always putting the LCD at risk whenever... Oh, my God, I hit the monkey. Whenever you're doing that, whenever you take the main board out, the LCD is getting, you know, dust or potentially fingerprints or damage. And there's not like you can't set it aside. You can't put it somewhere safe because it's attached to the main board. Boom. Oh my god, me up there. Sonic's got no torque. Oh, really? Can't go in that way. Gotta find another way in. Oh, that's instant death. Cool. No way to know. Steve says, I'll see that guy on Tuesday. Should I suggest him bringing in his Nintendo Power? We always love to have Nintendo Powers in here. Those are cool. And I died again. That one's on me. Yeah, I think we need to recap this bad boy. Loose power port problem's fixed, though. Nice and solid now. So I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna put a different note on it. And then let's go grab those Wonder Swans so Hervin can take a look and see. Maybe we can find one that actually functions. I'll go grab a Wonder Swan game out of the glass case. And then we'll see. I guarantee this thing's got a massive layer of dust on it, so that's going to be gnarly. Oh, also, there was a screw that I didn't get put in properly on this guy, and I found it, so I'm going to put it in. Right up here. Jade Star, did you need one of these? You already have one? Triforce Fancy Edition. Oh, so nice. That's the first thing we fixed up today. All right. We'll grab a Wonder Swan game. Yeah, it's a Switch Lite. Grab the Wonder Swan game. I'll be right back. Oh, which one's gonna be good? Yeah. From TV Animation, One Piece Mezase Kaizoku. Aim to be the Pirate King. Aim for Pirate King. That's the one we got. And then our Wonder Swan box. Look at that thick layer of dust on there.
It's raining.
Oh, Crest does not have that one, she says. Let me see how much they're going for. I'll get you a total. Wonder Swans. Oh my. Hey, look at that. Is that a Nomad lens? I freaking knew it. Yep. Nomad lenses in the Wonder Swan box because they're kind of a similar shape. Let me swap that out real quick and then we'll go through the box. Carl says, for fuck's sake. I knew it was going to be in there. I called it. We got a plastic spudger.
Yeah.
Like one of the...
These guys?
That'll work, yeah.
Hopefully he's good enough. Yeah, I've been using them.
Good enough for you is good enough. For me, it's good enough.
You get 14 volts on both sides. Doesn't want to give you a charge symbol. LCD, is that what you think?
Hmm?
So you get 14 volts both sides, 15 almost. Port looks fine. I don't see any issues with the port.
I doubt it's the LCD. Is that a tempered glass on there? Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I doubt it's the LCD. I kind of think I'm seeing backlight right now.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing backlight on there. So, try unplugging the battery and see what you get on the board. If it's pulling zeros, then we'll want to closely inspect the LCD ribbon.
Works for me.
I'm gonna need an E-Tech tool. Plastic spudger's never thin enough. I hate using the metal ones because there's always a slight risk of damage. but they get in there, you know, in a way that the plastic ones just don't. Carl says that's why I can never find anything. Because things are always in weird places. It's probably been in that box for like 5 years, dude. I don't remember when we ordered all these Wonder Swans from Japan, but I remember looking at them and being disappointed by the condition that they arrived in. Because a lot of the times you get stuff from Japan, it's listed as junk and it arrives and it's totally fine. It's just like a little bit dirty or something. But these guys were all legit, like, gnarly. I wonder if the best course action here is actually going to be to use heat in a suction cup. Just to avoid damaging the plastic around the lens. Brendan, you got a suction cup over there?
I don't think I do. I know we have one. I haven't used one in a long, long time.
Somewhere is one of those ones that like you press a button to make it suck. You know what I mean? Like you flip a thing and it pulls it up. But I'd settle for just a cheap piece of plastic. We have one somewhere.
Let's see. Does Carl have one over here? Yeah, there's one right here. You want one of these guys?
Yeah, I'll do that in some heat. Carl says, come at it from behind with IPA. I am not tearing this thing all the way back apart. Ain't no way. Yeah, that's applying some pressure, so I just need to apply some heat and then we'll be good. Give me a second. With the heat gun at a much lower temperature than usual because I'm not trying to melt this bad boy.
Because I'm just a girl in the world.
That's all that you will let me be. Oh, there goes my suction cup. Warming it up. Got to get the adhesive to chill out a little bit. When the adhesive gets warm and cozy, it tends to relax a little. Okay. Should be toasty enough. Pull it up with the spudger as well. 2 for 1. Let's go. There we go. Getting in there. There we go. Got her started. Beautiful. No dust. You got a little air squirter. A squishy boy. La bomba.
La bomba is normally over here. Where did it go? What did we do with it?
Gotta puff some air, and I don't like using my breath because I'm moist.
He's moist.
I'm
What happened to our little bum guy?
Whatever thing. Is it on the floor somehow?
I don't know.
Where the heck?
The bomba. Sar bomba is gone.
You know, a little
Oh, it's
jiggly.
right here.
Okay. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Do it the right way.
They got put somewhere. People are moving stuff. People are cleaning up. Told you what happens.
Nate says, I hooked up my N64 again. About to play some Mario Tennis. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Nate, are you going to join us for some Deadlock later tonight? We're going to be playing after the stream. We'd love to have you on. Oh, fingerprints. No way, I just peeled that off and I didn't touch it. Why the heck?
From
That's
the
annoying.
inside.
That is annoying. Nate says, I could possibly join. I would love it.
He's going to grace us with his presence.
We would love to have your presence. Your presence would be welcome. What is it? We would love to have you with us. What's the human way to say that? I want to play the lady with the necromancer hand. That's the
Graves.
Graves, yeah, she makes the
It's
zombies.
Wednesday Addams 2.0.
I'm assuming he's not talking about Lady Geist. That sounds like Graves.
14 volts, both sides after you unplug the battery.
How many amps?
Nothing.
0, 0?
0, 0.
Okay, so do you know how to see if the backlight is on?
It's like if you like turn it right and you like look at it at the angle, you should be able to see.
No, right here will light up.
Oh.
Underneath that, you'll see a glow coming out of there if the backlight is on. So I would plug the battery back in, plug the charger in, and see if that backlight comes on.
Oh yeah, backlight comes on. It's glowing.
Okay, and we're getting nothing on the front.
Yeah, it's just lighting up on the front.
Does it look like it's been opened before?
I mean, didn't seem to be.
Could be a bad LCD then.
Yeah, this is fine. So we're
Or
not
it could be just booting to a black screen. Before we do anything else, do you know how to check for RCM?
No, RCM.
RCM was the way they used to hack and mod those back in the day on the first gen ones. Is it a 001 or an 001-1?
Let us see. Where's my little... Where did my guy go? It's an 001.
Yeah, check for RCM. So if you go to the computer,
Mm-hmm.
do a little search for Tegra, Tegra.
Mm-hmm.
No, not on Chrome, in the computer.
Oh. I don't know why I was like, oh, this would just be something to search for.
Yeah, RCM GUI, that's our guy.
Okay.
Open that up. I don't know what that is. And then under tools. No, not tools. Go back to payload. Now plug this thing USB-C into the computer and see if no RCM says RCM. I think.
Oh, yeah, I could have choose that guy.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll plug him in.
Okay, so we're not getting RCM. So that's not what it is. So yeah, I would actually, as much as I don't like to go this route, I would say start with the LCD. One other thing we can do is with the tester, we can see if the thing's actually booting on or off. So unplug that and we'll plug in the tester. And with the tester plugged in, we're at 15 volts, 0.24 amps. Hold the power button for a very long time. And we'll see if our tester turns off or not. Our screen turned off. That was interesting.
Did it? It's still
The
on?
backlight turned off for a second, then came back
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, it keeps turning off and on again.
Now it's off.
Let's see if it'll turn back on. Let's go ahead and pull up the microscope cam, and then I'm going to take a look at something real quick.
All right, the microscope. Let's do it.
Carl says just turn it on.
Just turn it on.
Of course. Why
Just
didn't we
press
think
the
of that?
button. Why did I think of that?
Where is the microscope? There it is. Okay, let me take a look here.
Take a look. It's in a book.
The Reading Rainbow. LCD connector's looking pretty good from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and unplug the battery. Undo the connector. Take a look here. None of the pins are bent or missing.
If someone's asking if it's giving an image, we get a backlight. But we're
But
not
no
getting
image.
no image. So that's why we're checking out this LCD connector. See if this is our issue or not.
Yeah, so it's not giving us an image, but it is giving us the backlight. And it does have some impact to the front here. So I'm wondering if it's just a cracked LCD, but it's cracked in such a way that it's not giving us anything. Because if you look right here, guys, this is going to light up. You see that? I don't know if you saw that. There's a light turning on in there. And up here, we're getting nothing at all. I'm looking for anything that looks like a crack in the actual LCD. So you got these cracks in the tempered glass here. They got a screen protector on there. A little hair stuck underneath there. That's a little gross. Yeah, I would lean towards bad LCD at this point.
Carl recommends plugging in one of our spare LCDs. See if we can.
Yeah, in theory, it's just you'd have to take out. You have to take out the heat sink, the cartridge slot, and then you have to kind of hook it up in a weird way because you got to get it onto this and this at the same time. I would. Yeah, I could do it. Unless you want to do it.
No, I would love to watch it because this is one of those ones that is so delicate.
Why don't you take those parts out and then find a replacement LCD that you know is good? And while you're doing that, I'm going to get this Wonder Swan looked at for.
All right, let's do that.
For Hervin. Because I promised him I would get him a Wonder Swan.
Wonder Swan.
This is, what are we looking at? It was a LCD connector on a switch that's giving us backlight, but no picture. That's what that was. Now we're looking at Wonder Swans, which I believe these guys use. Is it a AA or a AAA? I think it's one AA. Let's see here. Yeah, one AA is what these guys use. And the screens on these mostly look hashed. Super hashed. This one's super hashed. This one doesn't look too hashed. We might be able to get this one working for you, buddy. Yeah, these aren't Wonder Swan colors. These are just regular Wonder Swans. But I'm pretty sure our game is just a regular Wonder Swan game, right? Yeah. Regular Wonder Swan game. We'll be all right. That one's super hashed. That one's super hashed. A lot of these are like sun damage to the point where they've got like warping on the screen and like layers coming apart. This one's not too bad. We got 2 candidates. The rest of these are not savable. Okay, so we have 2 potentially usable ones. One of them's missing the battery door. So this is the one we're going to start with right here. Grab a double A. Whoop. Let's see if we get juice out of it. Carl says we can get replacement screens for the WonderSwan colors, but he's not sure if we can get them for the non-color ones. Oh. That's not great news. Okay, let's see here. These power on with a little switch over here. Well, that's not a good sign. Flat nothing out of this. How are our battery contacts looking over here? Not terrible. Battery, kind of old. Might be an old battery. Let's try this guy. And nothing. Well, start from the simplest, work your way up towards the more complicated. Let's see if we just put a bad battery in there. Just double checking. It is definitely not a color game. It's a regular WonderSwan game. Grab a brand new battery, maybe? Do we have any that are for sure brand new?
Those all in there should be brand new.
Should be?
Yeah, the Duracells for sure.
Should's one of my favorite words.
Mainly because we popped them out of a packaging and they all broke apart, so.
Okay, I got a couple we're going to try here. See what we can get out of it. We got, let's do the Duracell. Still nothing. Then back to this guy over here. Oh, we got something. Let's fiddle with that contrast knob a little bit. Oh, yeah. Sort of kind of works. Oh, that screen is nasty, though. You got to really get the right angle on it. How are you supposed to read that? Okay. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. Somewhere in the middle is where that contrast is supposed to be. Maybe like that. Okay, I can kind of see it now. There's Luffy. What the heck kind of game is this? Oh, it's got a whole bunch of... Oh, did it just reset? Oh, it totally just reset. All right, well, this is your birthday, WonderSwan, Hervin. Congratulations. It's yours to do with as you see fit. I'll even throw in the battery. Happy birthday, homie. I'll set it aside in the whole drawer for you. And then I'll look into what we can do about getting screen replacements for these. Fingers crossed. Oh, Carl says we can get new backlights. Okay, so that's good. Let me look into what that's going to cost. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, freebie. Freebie for your birthday. You're welcome, dude. I'm going to go put a note on this and put it up there in the front. And then I'm about ready to call it a day. How are we looking over there, my dude? That's an OLED.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was, but I was like, because it doesn't have my double attachment. I was just looking at them. We can do this tomorrow. We'll play it tomorrow. I'm ready to go home. It's been a long day.
Let's call it a night. Thanks a bunch, everybody, for coming out and joining us for the stream tonight. So, just so you guys know, we are planning our regular Sunday stream again next week, but between here and there, on Thursday, we're going to be doing a live stream out in the wild, an out IRL stream. I don't know what time. I'll post it on our socials once I know a little bit more what time. But we will be doing. Oh, Danny's here just in time for the stream to end. It's good to see you though. But yeah, we'll be doing another stream from California on Thursday, going to pick up the car, and if everything goes well with the DMV over there, we'll actually do a road trip stream and drive the car back. And if not, then we'll take some fun little shots with the car, maybe rev the engine a little bit, and then have somebody ship it. And if that happens, we will hit up a couple game stores while we're out there, at least make it worth going out there. But that's the current plan. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. See y'all Thursday and Sunday and in between at the store. All the good things. Love y'all. You